So yeah, like I said, so from there it was like God started working on me. Like it's like change came, deliverance came, things that you know what I mean I dealt with before, they were no longer a desire for me by the grace of God. Like he delivered me from alcohol, he delivered me from homosexuality, he delivered me from there's so many things I could say, pornography, masturbation, like all that stuff. God is so he is such a great God. Like but like I was saying, like yeah, so then I started, going to church. I started getting baptized. I got baptized. I started going to church. Then I remember I end up, getting into ministry for a little bit. There was a season of me getting into ministry. I end up, going to a different church. I kind of end up leaving that church, but then I end up going to another church. But even I'm gonna go back to when I was in that church. Okay, this is how the enemy thinks he's slick. Okay, this is why it's important for us to, you know, be obedient to God, because God says obedience is better than sacrifice, right? So I'm just gonna be real right now, and I'm gonna tell y'all, because no Christian is perfect. Okay, we all go through our seasons of, lukewarmness. Like we all go through our time where we, well, most of us do. I can't speak for everybody, but majority of Christians go through their, you know season of when they're lukewarm, like especially like when you first give your life to God. So basically, I was doing, really, really good. Then this is how the enemy swooped in. I end up, meeting somebody at the church who I thought, was my brother, my brother in Christ. But then, me ignoring the warning signs. That's why I said when God speaks to us, it's so important that we be obedient rather than disobedience, because disobedience leads to consequences of our actions and our sin, which things we could have avoided by if we just was obedient to God. Like, you know what I mean? And not trying to do our own thing, but allowing God to what he what he does. Like we have to get out of the way, move ourselves out of the way so that God can have his way. In other words, like say, Lord, not my will, but your will be done, Lord, cuz his will is better than our will. Our will doesn't do anything but get us into trouble, and you know what I mean. So basically I went through a season where I became, lukewarm. I backslid